And protests against pension reform are happening across the country today. We can cross now to our Catherine Norris-Trent, who is at Place de la République here in Paris. So, Catherine, what's the scene over there?
Hi there, Monty. Here in République, as it's known by Parisians, there is a big protest shaping up. You can see behind me the crowds gathering for what looks like it's going to be a big demonstration. We're, of course, used to demonstrations here in France, and especially in this area of the capital. But by any standards, it's filling up quickly with people coming out on the streets to protest these planned pension reforms by Emmanuel Macron and his government. So the trade unions in France, as we've been hearing, for once are in agreement. The 8 major trade union federations coming together to oppose these reforms. They've been better known in recent years for fighting among themselves, but it perhaps shows the strength of public feeling here against this rise from retiring at 62 to age 64. So people here have been telling me, not even members of trade unions, that they're coming out because they feel this is a symbolic line that they have to cross, that at some point you have to say no, and they have to protect the French social model they cherish so much. So they are determined not only to come out on the streets today, but several of them saying they're going to keep on demonstrating, because we are not expecting this to be over after today's strikes and demonstrations. This could carry on until March, when this bill goes before the French Parliament. So France should be bracing itself for chaos, not only this Thursday, but in the days and weeks to come.
Catherine, are you seeing any kind of police presence out there today?
Yeah, there's a heavy police presence because, as our viewers may know, these demonstrations are often accompanied, as the day and the afternoon draws on, by scenes of clashes and violence, because you don't just have protesters here, you have various groups, anarchist groups from extreme right, extreme left, who are often accused of provoking violence and clashes on the sidelines of these demonstrations. So there is a big police presence here today, riot police vans and officers along the route, which is going to take them from this location in the east of Paris to another location in the east of Paris, and everyone's on the lookout for clashes which could come later on. The trade unions say the message, though, is that they want to get more than 1 million people out on the streets of France, in Paris and across the country. Now, they will, of course, claim that they will get 1 million people out on the streets. Their figures often differ wildly than police figures. But it's a test for Emmanuel Macron and his reforms, but it's a test for the unions too, whether they really can get big numbers of people coming out onto the streets to demonstrate.
Okay, we'll be keeping a close eye on that as the afternoon goes on. Catherine Norris-Trent reporting for us from Place de la République here in Paris. Catherine, thanks a lot.